Hey, welcome back everyone, Mike Zero here once again. Today we are diving into Star Wars Episode VIII. Now before we get to today's subject, I just want to kindly say that if you are new here to the channel and you do end up enjoying the content today, please do make sure to subscribe to see more future Star Wars content. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you all so very much. Now on to today's subject. We are diving into, of course, Episode VIII and looking at the character that we all know and love as Luke Skywalker. But more importantly, we want to go back to something that was very interesting months ago during the filmmaking process for Star Wars Episode VIII over in Ireland, back in May of 2016 to be more specific there. We learned of the meditation rock sequence for Luke Skywalker. If you have not heard about this, it is quite interesting. Now, even more to the story is that there were some locals that passed by a couple of trailers, and one of the trailers had, a interesting piece of concept art showing Luke on this meditation rock, looking, dazing at a binary sunset. And to me, that just screams Tatooine now, doesn't it? I mean, what other planet would he be looking back at that has a binary sunset? It is obviously Tatooine, and the biggest question of all, and this is what I really want to dive into today, is why is Luke Skywalker looking back at Tatooine? And I think that I know why. Now, we do know that this is where he grew up, and we do know this is where most of his life was settled on. But I gotta say one thing here is, we do know that Luke has a lot of trouble. He lost Han Solo, his best friend, right? One of his best friends out there has been killed off by his own nephew, no less. And his nephew turned to the dark side of the Force, and, well, for all we know, he hasn't seen his sister in some many years. And I gotta say, that is a lot of pain that really, just adds all up. But I think that the real reason here as to why Luke Skywalker is looking back at Tatooine on this meditation rock, which by the way, it does float, it hovers above the ground. In Ireland, they have these little supporting things that lift it up, so it's a really cool practical effect type of thing. It's not going to be CGI, so that's a plus, that's really cool. But I think that the reason why he's looking back at Tatooine is this is the starting point of his path to becoming a Jedi. This was where he made the decision, if you will. And it was ever since when his aunt and uncle were killed off by the Empire, stormtroopers most likely, right? He found them completely burned down to the bone. Pretty freaky, I gotta say. And that is when he went to Ben Kenobi and said, I want to be a Jedi like my father there. And that was his decision. That was his starting point to, the path to becoming a Jedi. And I gotta say, that's when they head to Mos Eisley, they do their thing, they meet Han Solo, blah, 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 they escape, they go into Alderaan and it's all destroyed, and they get into the Death Star, and very interesting stuff. So, Tatooine was the starting point of him becoming a Jedi, and it would make sense for him to keep looking back at that period of his life, to remember, So, if you guys have any other clue as to why he's looking at the binary sunset on this meditation rock, which by the way, I believe the sequence is going to go as follows. He's going to be on the meditation rock looking at nothing. Us, the audience, won't even see a binary sunset. He'll just be staring at the beautiful atmosphere of AHCH-TO. And then out of nowhere, it's going to have this nice transition to the atmosphere of Tatooine. You're going to see the binary sunset. You're going to see it go from AHCH-TO skies to Tatooine skies. And it's going to be awesome. Let me tell you, Rian Johnson knows the deal here. He knows how to work his shots. It's going to look awesome in IMAX. And I believe that this shot is going to be an IMAX shot. It has to be. So, yeah, that's it for today, guys. Make sure to drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this. If you ended up enjoying the content today, make sure to subscribe to see more Star Wars content. And finally, if you would like to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, that is greatly appreciated. I'll catch you guys later. Have a great time and enjoy. Bye.